Soda fragrances are having their moment right now. They are trending also thanks to Snif or Nonoses Inc's Soda Snob. I have the fragrance in my possession. I have the review for you guys, plus 3 other soda fragrances in my collection. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, fragrance reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, let's get our noses on some soda fragrances. But specifically, we have the brand new from Snif's extra little sister company that they started, Nonoses Inc's Soda Snob. Okay, you guys, packaging, I'm obsessed with it. Yes, this was intentional, the way that I look in this video. I love this chic lady on the front here. Don't know who she is. Don't know if she's a model or AI, but I like her vibe. I like her red lips. And then she's holding the soda right here. We have this holographic element to this as well, which I think is so freaking cool. Snif. So this is the sister brand of Snif that recently launched. So they launched with Soda Snob and they also launched Slice Society. I almost bought both. I decided to just go with the soda one, but Slice Society is a very interesting sounding fragrance. It has lots of like herbs in it. It has like tomato in it, like tomato paste, I think, maybe basil. It's supposed to give an element of, you know, pizza, Slice Society, which to some people may sound crazy. I actually thought that sounded really, really cool. Partially too because I know Snif. I know how they do their fragrances. This is my 8th of Snif fragrances. I do have Creme Couture, which is also a gourmand, and they do gourmand very, very well. So I almost bought that one as a bundle, but I was trying not to spend $100 and something bucks. So I just got Soda Snob, and you guys, spoiler, I'm kind of in love. But before I get too ahead of myself, I just wanted to show you guys the box that it came in because I love that. Then here is the actual bottle. So it looks like their other bottles, this little, cute little squatty guy here. Now, Creme Couture is also just like this, where it says the Creme Couture around the outside. The other ones like Way with Wood, Citrus Circus, Sweet Ash, I'm trying to think of all the ones that I have here. They all are in this Tarte Deco. They're in a tan bottle with a tan cap. And then Creme Couture is blue, written on the outside, Creme Couture. And then this one like this as well. So one reason why I really was super interested in this is not my first rodeo when it comes to soda fragrances. I actually have 3 others in my collection that, just for fun, after I review this, I will get into those, because they all are very different from each other. I mean, the same sort of vibe being soda, but they are different. But I really, really enjoy my soda fragrances. And I also really love what Snif comes out with, and now their sister brand, Nonoses Inc. So that really attracted me. I love their price point. You can almost always, if you have purchased before, use a 15% off if you review. So really it comes down to, I think, around $50, $55, which I think is very, very fair. And you guys, okay, so my first impression of this fragrance was an immediate love, I will be honest. And I do have it on this wrist. I actually, in all 4 points, have my different soda fragrances on right now. So I'm a soda bomb at the moment, but I sprayed it on this wrist, and this is really beautiful. Honestly, this smells very niche to me. So Snif does that really well, where they don't smell like your traditional designer fragrances. They also don't smell cheap or cheaper like, say, a Bath & Body Works or Victoria's Secret. They have this niche quality to it, but they don't have the niche price tag, which I really enjoy. Straight off the gate, I got the soda, definitely this fizzy soda, but then I also got a bomb of cinnamon, but it is not such an overbearing cinnamon that it takes over too much. It does lend itself more to colder weather, I believe, this fragrance. Even though it's coming out in spring, it's not too much for spring. It may be too much for summer. I'd have to try it on a hot day and see. I just think you could probably get away with it, but I think it would be the most enjoyable and glorious in the colder months because it does have that cinnamon element to it. It is very comforting. It also has vanilla, which really rounds this out and smooths this out and makes it a little bit different than the other 3 soda ones that I have. But I get a hint of the lime. It does say that there's like a squeeze of lime in here. So imagine that you have a fresh cola, you just popped open, you pour it in your glass, you do 1 little squeeze of lime, you pour in a little vanilla extract, and then there's a cinnamon element to it. That is what this is for me, Soda Snob. And I think it's cute, the snob with it, not just the fact that it's alliteration and that's pleasing to the ear, but I like that this feels like a classy soda fragrance. Like it's not so kitschy and fun and like young where someone sophisticated couldn't wear it. And I think it's probably that vanilla and also has jasmine in it as well. Even though it has jasmine, I don't necessarily pick out something floral in this, but I think it's doing its duty to elevate the fragrance. Now, as far as projection, longevity, Snif is not known to be the most like bomb beast mode of fragrances. It's also very affordable. So I don't expect it to fill a whole room, to last 12 hours. That's just not gonna happen with these. But I do feel like this is a stronger one compared to some of my others that are a little bit like closer to the skin that are Snif. So you are gonna smell it. Like if someone is about 2 feet from you, they may be like, smell like soda, like cinnamon soda. And you could be like, why, yes, that is me. And it also is giving me about 4 to 6 hour wear with just a spray on the skin. I'm sure if you doused your clothing, I have not done that with this one yet. I have with other Snif fragrances, you can maybe get like a 6 to 8 if you really spray it all over. I just think this is an absolute masterpiece by them. I think it is so fun. And I think they do unique fragrances really well while still keeping it wearable and mainstream. They kind of, in my opinion, them and Monde Gourmand, I'm about to talk about one of those in a minute, kind of have the market on that for me, where you see them out and about in the regular world. They're not difficult to find. They are affordable, but they aren't boring like traditional designer fragrances. They're like toying with that niche corner, but still making it very mainstream. I think that is brilliant. I cannot wait to wear this out and about and have someone ask me about it. I am going out this evening. So I'll tell you where I would wear this to. It is a friend's birthday. It is about 70 something degrees outside. It is an evening birthday, so I think this is totally appropriate. It's fun. Like, it's a festive event, so I think this will be really fun, completely appropriate to wear, and I really think you need to get your nose on this one. I don't feel like very many people would hate this. The only way that you would is if you are solely a just floral lover only. Like if you like a floral bomb and you don't want anything messing with your florals and that's the only fragrances you wear, or you like something really powdery, ultra girly and feminine, this may not be for you. I do think this is very unisex, by the way. It may lean slightly feminine, but really I think anyone could get it. Any guy that just wants to like have fun with fragrance, I think could totally wear this. Yeah, it's fabulous, you guys. I'm very, very impressed. Highly recommend this so much. So fun. Okay, so now for fun, I thought I would talk about my other 3 soda fragrances in my collection. So I already mentioned Monde Gourmand, and this is the soda fragrance by them. This is Les Soda Pop. Now, this one, I have it on this. Yes, I've got it right here. This one is very, very different from all the other 3. The other 3 kind of have some things in common. This one's very different. I spoke about this not too long ago in the haul where I purchased this. And what I said about this one is this one gives me a nostalgic feel from a time and place I've never been. So imagine it's the 50s and you've got a soda shop and, you know, things are just a little bit dirty and dusty as far as like, I just imagine like back in the day, people were running around outside. They just played baseball. People are walking the streets, shopping, going to like the little corner store, and then they walk in, maybe they've got dirt on their shoes. And so like the place is clean, but it also has dirt on the floor. And you smell the soda, and that is what this gives me. This has no cinnamon in it. It doesn't have the lime. So this is kind of like a dusty soda scent, which might sound kind of weird, but I think it's very, very charming. I do really like this one a lot. It's not too sweet at all. And this one really, Soda Snob is not that sweet either, but it does have that vanillic quality to it. So it's definitely sweeter than La Soda Pop. So if you have like an aversion to cinnamon and maybe even vanilla, but you like the idea of kind of a cola feel, I would definitely recommend this by Monde Gourmand. They're also extremely affordable, usually anywhere you can find from about 20 to 25, maybe 30. Amazon kind of hikes it up because Monde Gourmand doesn't have their entire collection or their entire library available on their site. They put out a lot of fragrances, then they discontinue a lot, then they sell off a lot to different other markets. Like you'll find them in TJ Maxx and Marshals. People sell them on Amazon. So you can find almost any that they've come out with somewhere, but the prices may vary. But I really, really do enjoy La Soda Pop. Okay, the next two I actually only have in samples. So this one is from Oakcha. Oakcha is a brand that does a lot of inspired by and dupes, but they also come out with their own fragrances as well. So this was from their candy collection. I did get the Discovery set. I really enjoyed this Discovery set. There was not one in here that I hated. I just didn't know if I needed them all in full size. So the one that they have that is cola inspired is Colaroma. Now, this is probably my least favorite out of the four I have, but I don't think it's a bad one at all. So I've got it on this wrist. Okay, so this one is the most spicy. And by spicy, I don't mean like pink pepper, pimento, red pepper in here, black pepper. So what I mean by spicy with this is it has nutmeg, it has clove, it has cinnamon, it does have jasmine. Like the notes are really similar. The notes in this one really kind of cross over with Soda Snob and the next one I'm going to talk about. But this one also has vetiver and sandalwood, ginger. I think the ginger in here is what's giving it even more spice, but not like a savory spice, more of just like a spicy spice, like a ginger spice. And I like this. It's just not as pleasant to me as the other three. Like the other three are pretty intoxicating to me or have some sort of really unique charm. Something about like this, you do smell cola when you first spray this, or when I first sprayed this, and every time I do, I get a burst of cola and cinnamon, kind of just like Soda Snob. But then the cinnamon kind of wears off a tiny bit. The soda kind of takes a backseat. I still smell it, but a lot of those like the nutmeg, clove, ginger come out. And I like it. I just wish that the cola stayed like the main, and the vetiver comes out too in the sandalwood. And I really want the cola part to stay more prominent. So that's why this one isn't my favorite out of the four. But if you're someone who also like, if those ginger, nutmeg, those sound really good to you, and the cola you wouldn't want to stick around that much, this might be for you. All right, so the last one is Mancera Tonka Cola. This one is so special to me because this one was the very first cola fragrance I ever smelled. I didn't even know what that was like. I was like, what does that smell like? Like, I know what a soda smells like, I know what Coca-Cola smells like, but what does that smell like in a fragrance? So I will say this one took me on a journey. When I very first sprayed it, I remember going like, okay, oh, weird. I think I like it. And then I was like, I don't know if I like it. And then I was back to, I think I kind of love it. And I've since toyed with getting a full size. I think I will eventually. There's a very specific reason why this feels extra special to me that won't matter to you guys, but there is something about this fragrance that reminds me, like a core memory, scent memory of my grandparents. by Mimi and Papa. It's something about the way that their suburban smell and also their clothing. So like that is so special to me that this is one of the main reasons why I'll get a full-size bottle. But why would you? That's more important to you guys. This one is, the way that it's different from Soda Snob is this has more resinous qualities to it, more resinous notes. So it does have labdanum and it has benzoin in it. So it has a sort of balsamic resin in it that makes it kind of more exotic smelling. This one also has cherry, which this does not. It's not that you necessarily smell cherry that strong. This doesn't, don't get confused that, oh, it's a cola and there's cherry, it smells like cherry cola. Not exactly. This is, I'd say, the most unisex too. It has an ever so slight masculinity to it, but it's still very, very unisex. I feel totally like a fun lady whenever I wear this, but I think it might be those resinous qualities to it. It also has tonka bean, and it does have Indonesian patchouli leaf. Now, everybody knows by now patchouli scares me, but I've said a million times, I'll probably continue to say it in case this is one of your first, that patchouli, if it's predominant or if it's dirty patchouli, I do not like it. If it's patchouli that adds to the fragrance, if it blends in and like amplifies other notes, if it grounds it, or if it prolongs the longevity, because patchouli can definitely make fragrances last longer. If it plays nice, I totally don't mind it. I actually really love a lot of fragrances with it, as long as I don't smell it and smell patchouli. So this is kind of just more grown up, more sophisticated. I definitely get that Sicilian lemon in here. I really, really love this one. It's probably the most unique out of the three. And you might be thinking, soda seems like a unique fragrance anyway. It is, but I just think the most universally wearable, beautiful one is probably Soda Snob. But if the vanilla makes it a little too sweet for you, or a little too like mainstream and you want something different, I would definitely recommend Mancera Tonka Cola. Absolutely. But you guys, my overall assessment is I just think this is a banger. I'm gonna definitely do a video in the future where I rank my sniffs. I still have another one on the way, and they have another one launching on May the 2nd. They are just pumping them out. So I may wait to get those other two in and then do a ranking, because I definitely have enough to do that now. I love this house so much. I love what they're doing. I love that they're making it accessible. Fun fragrances, accessible for everyone, and also very affordable. Soda Snob is a big hit for me. Let me know if you might be trying this or if you have tried it. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.